Front row, Shane Van Gisbergen, Chase Briscoe. Gorgeous day here in Northern California. Green flag is out at Sonoma.
That's a great launch for Shane. See some contact back in the pack here. A lot of a chain reaction on the braking zone, rolling up to turn 2. Watching the cars now through turns 3 and 3A, up over the hill.
Orange number 1, Ross Chastain, jumping in front of that red-white 54 Ty Gibbs for 4th. Down to turn 4.
Big time braking zone right here. An opportunity to try to make some passes into turn 7. A lot of people get turned around right here. A lot of bent tempers by the end of the race in that corner.
Not sure how long 3 wide will work coming out of turn 7. Battling for the $1 million in the in-season challenge today. The round of 8. Nemechek matched up with his teammate Eric Jones. Battle for position 24 around the 19. And that's going to be William Byron passing Chase Briscoe.
The 24 looks like it's getting better. The opposite for the 19 of Briscoe. His car losing grip. He's under attack by Chastain, who's going to dive to the inside.
This for 3rd. You know, Briscoe prior to today had never run a lap inside the top 5 at Sonoma. But when you look at this team of great history with Martin Truex Jr., we'll find the balance here today as Chastain completes the pass.
Throughout the night, both Bell and all his JGR teammates, like Chase Briscoe there in the 19, everyone taken a bit by surprise by how much this track had changed over 1 year.
19 of Briscoe back around Chastain. Chastain struggling now as we get more laps on the tires, and he gives that spot up into turn 3. And here comes Steve Bell, closing in on the 16 to 16 and the 1. Down to the inside into turn 3. What a move, very aggressive. A little contact right there. AJ is not going to like that contact. He's going to fight hard to keep that spot.
Mart made his pit stop. You saw there Briscoe did as well.
There you see those two on pit road trying to get to the end.
Oh,
we got to spin the 20s around in turn 3 or turn 2. This is the top of turn 2. Oh, and he pulls up in front of AJ. AJ smartly slows the car down.
This is finding a win inside this race here today. If he can hold on the last little bit, this is going to be a big thing. As you see, the 1 wins the stage.
Ross Chastain takes the opening stint of the race here at Sonoma.
Yeah, here's Bubba Wallace trying to get in the braking zone. Going to get in the back of the 88 of SVG.
Yeah, this for 2nd.
Wow, impressive. And SVG's just trying to get around here and keep the tire on the car. He's trying not to run hard.
That's
right. Burn up the tire, and Bubba's like, I'm going to take the spot.
Yeah, accomplished. But you talk about Bubba Wallace, who was 6 or 7 spots behind Ryan Preece before the green flag cycle. Preece pits, Bubba Wallace does not, and he helps himself in relation to that playoff cut line.
Dare I say orderly?
Yeah, I'm really surprised. We got all the cars on the screen and really not a lot of contact to be seen.
Oh, Blaney drops a left rear.
Just us say that.
You guys are ready to say that? We haven't even made it to turn 4 yet. Blaney was going to get 3rd. He's dropped back outside the top 5. May drop outside the top 10. Plenty of motivation there. Byron hanging with SVG.
16th around.
And man, Allmendinger was top 5 after they had the early slide and he's off track.
Yeah, that's out of turn 2. Saw a lot of cars get spun around there in practice.
The 9 and the 16 were beating and banging into turn 11. Let's see if there's a combo here. No, just the old dirt, maybe. The 9's back there, but it seems like he's ways back.
A lot of dirt and the sealer on the racetrack. Look at Ty Gibbs.
They're teammates, by the way. Briscoe has a win. Gibbs does not.
He's been in the dirt twice on the inside of turn 2, trying to get around this 19.
He's going to make a move right here, I believe. He's going to jump out of line. Yes, he is. Going to attack. Will he have enough room? And with a 19, leave him space.
It's just not a place where you can really get the pass made. Here's with the corner where he really needs to be out braking into the braking zone there, but he didn't set the pass up in 4. So the 19's going to be in position to argue if he wants to and keep this spot. He's going to let his teammate go through.
You can go tell the 19 to be ready if I ever get back to him. That was
You talk about veteran drivers frustrated. Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin in that same category.
Yeah, Denny lost a few spots right here, getting off the racetrack with the 7. Denny's back in the back of the field, struggling with the balance of the car as well, riding on board with Kyle Busch during this accident. They just get up over the hill and lose the back of the car. Look how dirty the racetrack is. And that's from the 54 of Ty Gibbs and other cars that have cut the inside of that turn in turn 2.
5th place is 5 seconds closer to the leader than he was last stage. So the whole field is condensed for sure.
For less than 5 seconds now separating the top 9. That was not the conversation we were having earlier.
Briscoe.
Look at Briscoe.
He heard you.
Yeah, he did.
He checked that mirror. He's like, I gotta go. Blaney's coming.
It's been a hotly contested little battle right here between him and the 99 of Suarez and 1. Back there as well, Chastain. All those guys in a little gaggle right here throughout this whole run.
Think of the emotion for the 99, right? He's won here before, but then he comes here looking for a ride for next year. It's been announced that he will not return to Trackhouse. Chastain, his Trackhouse teammate. Oh, man!
Suarez goes around. This is turn 11. Bowman trying to take advantage and drive through.
Wow. One's trying to outbrake his teammate, right? So the one's going to fade to the inside here to outbrake his teammate. Suarez says, nope, I'm going to block that. And they are just both overcommitted. And so, you know, Chastain has to use the 99 to slow himself down. And that's going to send,
54
almost missed the corner too. The replay of him.
SVG talked the entire time about how the car went way too free during that run. On this run here in stage 2, not a mention about the handling of the car. I think there's way more potential in that 88.
Listen to some audio on the 88.
5 would take care of stuff. I think we need the point. It's close enough we can get them without hurting them too much.
Oh, I like this. So now they kind of turn the valve on to the 88 and see if you can pit and win the stage. This is going to be a little bit of a precursor for what we see Ken, the 88 running down with only a lap to go.
Well, it's also a little bit of a role reversal, because if you go back to 2021, Larson won stage 2 and then won the race. In fact, he swept the stages. It's kind of unheard of, but here is SVG, made his pit stop, contact as they come up the hill to 3A.
Larson's got to fight back because he knows this is the point, but I just don't know if he has the tires to fight with.
I got to tell you, I was ready to give it to him, and Shane Van Gisbergen said, no, you're not. 3rd career stage win, Shane Van Gisbergen. And he won a stage earlier this year at Mexico City, went on to win the race.
Brad now has the run to the inside for turn 11, back up front. The 12 of Blaney to the inside of the 17 as they battle side by side out of turn 11.
This track has been racy today. I mean, Van Gisbergen has been in control out front. But really behind, oh, look at this, sideways, there goes Blaney.
Blaney's off in the dirt.
Contact with Buescher.
Into the barrier.
Roll if you can.
Oh, he's high-sided this, he's stuck. Not gonna get that 12 car out of there. The 23's around out of turn 2.
Caution is out. First one for incident today. 3rd yellow of the afternoon.
The 11 of Hamlin. His day continues to get worse. Racing side by side through this part of the racetrack, you kind of got to give each other a little grace. And you would expect Buescher to be able to do that 9 times out of 10, and just got away from him right there. We talk about the sealer on the racetrack, Steve.
Yeah.
You wonder if, you know, underestimating the lack of grip. Look how sideways they are. Both of them really lucky, honestly. We've seen cars get upside down at this particular. Look at that barrier.
This is the 17's pit box. The 54's right here. You see the tire carrier. Now let's roll it forward. Watch this 54. Go left. Right into the pit box. That might be the 6 pit box. I can't tell if it's the 6 or the 17. And then there's words because it's RFK. It's basically a Gibbs RFK disagreement on pit road.
And they're arguing over this spot pretty hard. Gibbs is going to take it right there. 45 trying to stay there in the braking zone. Here comes Bowman into the conversation.
Brad Keselowski there. Chastain won a stage. Kyle Larson getting with it.
Bowman around the outside of Reddick right here is going to get 2 for 1.
What a mess down to the S's. Bowman nets out in front.
We ride on board, or we ride with this 48 right here of Bowman. Lost a few spots. Let's take a look at how that happened. The 6 of Brad Keselowski tries to go 3 wide right here. A little contact into the right rear quarter panel of Bowman. Bowman's like, man, what are we doing? What was that for? A little contact right there. Like Brad going 3 wide in between those guys into turn 7 is just a low-risk move or a high-risk move, and the 8 goes around.
He was all the way up to 15th, too, for Kyle Busch.
Here comes the 5. Larson making a little noise now.
Yeah, calling it right up the middle here for Steven Doran. When they saw the 19 pit, to your point, Steve, they said, now we're going to come down pit road.
We know the difference on tires. Huge advantage for the 88 once everything cycles through.
Yeah, Larson's trying to find an advantage, probably running long here. I can see why this would be their plan, figuring maybe the yellow comes out, they want fresh tires, or hopefully pit right before the yellow. You mentioned it. 3rd place McDowell, 4th place SVG.
Possibly he may look to the inside for turn 4. Got a good run right here.
Am I tight?
He may stay in line and then try to set the pass up for turn 7. Get a good acceleration out right here. Be right on his bumper, and here he goes into the braking zone.
Big win.
Michael McDowell knows now the best thing he can do is not slow himself down. Right. His plan is to try to run this long into a top 10 finish. So don't race the 88 or do anything that's actually going to cost both of you time.
It's SVG staring at a record held by Jeff Gordon. No driver has won 3 straight road course races from the pole since Jeff Gordon in 1998 and 1999. So it's been 26 years since we've seen this level of dominance at road course racing.
And the inertia crushed that steering wheel. Luckily, he was okay. He was back in the gym working out on Monday and Tuesday. I asked his crew chief, Billy Flord,
he's got a wheel coming out, Danielle. Danielle, he's lost the wheel. You saw the wheel nut come off. We saw a wheel nut come off that car going through turn 3, and so the wheel finally leaves the vehicle, and everybody's trying to avoid.
And there's the caution.
It's going to roll down the hill here into turn 4.
Green lights open, bottom right of your screen. So this is the choice. What do you do? Last minute. Look at Briscoe. I love it. Briscoe, pit. Oh, I would have
Chase Elliott's coming.
I love it. Come get tires.
Draws nearly the whole field with him.
McDowell, Brad Keselowski, Ty Gibbs, a whole bunch of drivers coming down. The balance of old tires versus new tires, and those drivers trying to come through, and do they have time to get there?
Big stack up there, Coffin, nice spot.
4's around,
Yeah,
43's around, big contact. Noah Gragson gets ran into. I think that was maybe possibly an orange car. I couldn't tell who it was. He's got big damage.
With the in-season challenge, too.
And the 4's going to park right there on the racetrack.
And there's the caution.
And that's great for SVG. That's going to gobble up some laps here.
That's right.
As we get to the end of this race, you can't advance through the field if you're under caution. Pretty good restart for the 9 of Chase Elliott back here on the inside of this 21 car. Now 3 wide. Stenhouse has a little trouble right there. Oh, Stenhouse around. Stenhouse into the tire barrier. Bounces off the tire barrier. Can he get the car started? Probably going to be a yellow because they have to work on that tire pack.
Might even turn red.
Will this be the final restart? SVG getting a shot from behind by Christopher Bell. Here we go one more time.
Contact between the 19 and the 88 up the hill. More contact right there.
SVG runs him wide a little bit. Dirt for Briscoe. Down to turn 3. Shane Van Gisbergen has the lead.
Hocevar side by side with C. Bell for 3rd.
Teammates racing back there. Chase Elliott, William Byron. 9 is on the move as they go wide back in turn 4.
Larson is around back there. Clips Blaney at the back of the field.
There was some debris. No caution yet. Briscoe in between.
Oh, the 9's off in the gravel. The 20's got to come back by him right here.
That is huge for Shane Van Gisbergen.
It absolutely is. I think he has enough car to stay out front. The only question was the tires, but now that he's lost the spot.
It's a road course runaway. Shane Van Gisbergen dominates and wins Sonoma.
You are unbelievable, man. Awesome job, boys. Awesome job. What a run we're on.
Thank you.
Hi folks, Lee Diffie from NBC Sports here. If you truly enjoyed what you just watched, you can get more news, interviews, and highlights by subscribing to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube page. You can get it all, so go for it.